Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Gungeon. In The Gungeon, I'd like to thank everyone first for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be wonderful. And also, if you do subscribe to my channel, if you can please put it in the comment section below, so that way it does actually help my channel out. So today we're going to talk about a firearm that I bought probably, I always kind of tell you when I buy it, but I probably bought this one here about 10 years ago from a gun store that actually went out of business locally. I've always been a revolver fan, and I'm sure in the last video with the GP100 you saw I have the SP101, and I don't know if you can actually see on my wall, but to the right of me I have probably about 30 total, I think, revolvers. So I'm a big revolver fan. And as you can see up here, this is not a real gun, everyone. This is just a prop gun that I had actually purchased at an estate sale. But getting back to what I was talking about, I love revolvers. Always have, always will, and always gonna. Some people don't, some people do. Some people have problems with, certain manufacturers. I haven't had any problems so far yet, so I like the ones I have. So today we're going to talk about the new Ruger Blackhawk that I had bought, and like I said, about 10 years ago. And I had bought this great firearm from a firearm store that was actually recently, within the last 3 years, went out of business. But I bought it from a long time ago. They're family owned, great company, great little store that they were. Their staff was great. It was family owned, and they were just phenomenal people. Anyway, I purchased this. I got it in actually really good condition. I'm trying to show it to you so you can actually see it. It actually has wood grips on it. I actually changed the grips because on these grips they have like a little flange on the bottom here, and it actually felt good in my hand. And as you can see, it feels really good. But anyway, this firearm is actually chambered in .357 Magnum, but can also take .38 Special. Certain kind of .38 Special, but it does take .38 Special. It's got a 6-shot capacity, as you can see. And it is a single shot, but just listen to the look how nice. Listen to that sound. I don't know if you can hear that clicking. Just beautiful. Love it. Anyway, it's got a 6-shot capacity, like I was telling you. The barrel length is about 6.5, I think it is. I don't remember for sure, but I think it's about 6.5. Total overall length of the barrel is right around, I think almost 12.5, the total overall length. It actually has an adjustable rear sight here, and it's got a ramp style front sight, as you can see right here. It's blued steel. The barrel is actually blue steeled. They do come in stainless steel. They come in different barrel sizes too, but I chose this size. The barrel, I wanted a long one, so I chose this one. It actually weighs 48 ounces. Feels a little heavier than that, but it weighs 48 ounces, and right now it's unloaded, so it does weigh about 40 ounces. I think it's heavier. And like I was telling you, these wood grips, I kind of changed them out because over here they had a Ruger symbol that was on them. And I like the Ruger symbol, but I kind of like these because it flared out a little bit, reminded me more of the old cowboy days, and these wood grips just felt better to me, so I kind of changed these wood grips out. And it's actually a cold forged hammer barrel, and it's single action, as we all know. The distance that I actually fired this, and I only fired this actually twice, it did pretty well at 50 yards. A little over that, it was kind of yes and no. Now, a trained good firearm, and like I always tell you in my videos, that I am by all means no professional. I'm just a huge lover of guns, and I do have an FFL, so I do buy and sell guns, but I am a huge lover of guns, and this is one of my personal collections. I do have different versions of this. I have the Ruger Vaquero, the Ruger Super Blackhawk. I just have a few different versions of this, and I've got them chambered in different versions too, 45, but I actually like this firearm. To me, this felt so good, and like I said, if you can just hear that cylinder, listen to that click, it is just beautiful. And it was actually in good shape. Now, I've seen them recently at different gun stores and at different gun shows, and they range anywhere from what I've seen them at. I've heard they're cheaper, but I've seen them between $500 and $1,000. Well, back when I first bought this, not too many people were very interested, I guess, in the firearm. And I had walked in there that day and I saw it and I said, well, what would you like for it? And I actually picked this up for well under $400. And it was actually in really good shape, as you can see. I'm going to turn it around so you can see everything, give you a close-up view. I'm trying now to get better and giving you all close-up views of each one of these and the different sides of it. And let's put that back. Sorry about the little white tag, but for the ATF, I got to kind of have all my stuff marked, showing that it is a personal collection. But I'm kind of giving you every little view of it if it's possible, if I can. I like to try to do that so that way, you know, you can see everything. And like I said, it's a single shot, as you can see there. Great little firearm. I love this thing. I mean, it feels good. The recoil is phenomenal, and it was just a great firearm. It was one that I wanted, was on my bucket list. I have a lot that's on my bucket list, so this was one of the ones that were on my bucket list, and I picked it up one day by just walking in there. And I didn't plan to buy it, but when I saw it and I asked the price of it and I got a really good deal on it, I couldn't go wrong. So, I mean, again, the new Ruger Blackhawk, and it's a single shot, chambered in 357, 6-shot actually. So cylinder's in good shape. It's a beautiful, beautiful gun. It's a great firearm, and I am a huge revolver fan. So, you know, couldn't go wrong. And like I told you before, I changed these grips out to a different set of wood grips that I thought felt better. More of kind of a little dovetail look here to these grips, and they just felt better with me. I kind of liked it a lot. So, and like I said, I've only fired this twice. A lot of my firearms, I don't fire that many times. I just maybe might do it once or twice, and that's it. Now, some, don't get me wrong, I do fire a lot, and I do go to the range a lot with them because I like to play around with them. But this is one of the ones that I use as a wall hanger along with a lot of my other revolvers. Now, a couple of 22 plankers that I do have that are revolvers, I use them all the time. But this one here, my revolver, this one, I just hardly ever use it. And like I said, I've got a few different chamberings on and different models of this in here. But I think this is a great firearm. And for any kind of a collector or someone who likes revolvers, this would be a great addition to your collection. And I think everybody should have revolvers, if you want to know the truth. Even some people say no. I've had some comments and people tell me that, you know, revolvers and Ruger, they have some things against Ruger and things. But you know what? I have not had any problem with Ruger at all. I had to send one of my guns back before. It was great customer service. I got it back in a very timely fashion. So I can't really say anything wrong. And like I always tell you, I'm not going to say anything wrong about any manufacturers because we never know. You know, and for all of us YouTubers who do this, and like I said, I only do this for fun, but for all of us YouTubers, we never know one of these days that one of these manufacturers might be one of our sponsors. So I try not to talk bad about anything. But Ruger, I have not gone wrong with it. And this new Blackhawk has been great. You know, it's beautiful. I get asked when people come into this room that you're in right now, that you see, not that you're in it, but you see it. I get a lot of people asking me about this firearm, and I let them hold it and touch it and everything, but it just reminds me of old West days, you know. I love it. I love it. And I love revolvers. And you know, some of your opinions, like I said a few minutes ago, some people do not care for revolvers. I had one person told me one time that he had a revolver jammed. Me personally, myself, never have I had a revolver jam. Never. So I don't know if something was wrong, operator error, which, you know, things do happen. Heck, you never know. But I've never had anything go wrong with any of my revolvers. No jamming, no problems whatsoever. They've always fired really, really well. That GP100 I showed you last time, my SP101, they've done great. And, you know, I've went to the range with them, you know, those two multiple times. And I come back and it's a very easy clean, and they go, and they're not ammo specific. And, you know, I've noticed that this new Ruger Blackhawk is not ammo specific either. When I did fire it twice, I fired, you know, a couple of different manufacturers, ammo manufacturers, you know, and it didn't give me any problems whatsoever. So I couldn't go wrong. And, you know, this is a great 357, and the recoil is less, like I said. But, you know, anyway, That's all about this gun. I'm sure everybody knows about this firearm. Got to get yourself one because they are pretty cool. If you get them in chambered in 357, 45, you can even get them, I think, chambered in 44 if I'm not mistaken. So get yourself one. Whether it be the new Blackhawk, the Super Blackhawk, the Ruger Vaqueros, whatever. Get yourself one. Stainless steel, blued. Grab one. Nice wood grips on them, and you can change out the grips, which are pretty good. And like I said, Sturm Ruger is a very, very good company. And if I'm not mistaken, this one was actually made in, let me put my glasses on, Southport, Connecticut, it looks like. So couldn't go wrong with it, great firearm. Can't say anything else. Anyway, like I said before in the past videos, pretty soon I'll be doing some range videos, and you'll be able to see me on the range, just getting some things sorted out so that I can do that. But anyway, also head over to my TikTok channel at www.tiktok.com/@gungeon101, where I do some really cool little shorts too. And like I said in the last video, if I can get to 500 to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm climbing slowly but surely, especially here recently, I guess because of the firearms that I've been showing, people have been liking it. But if I can get 500 to 1,000 subscribers, I will somehow figure out how to get everyone's name. If you give me your name in your comments, I'm still trying to work out how to do that too again. And there'll be a special giveaway that I will give something, and I will pay the shipping and pay for the product, and you will get it for free just for subscribing. Because if it's not for you subscribers and you all that view my channel, I probably wouldn't be as high as I am right now. Let's put it that way. And I know I'm not the top of the line, like certain people are, but I'm trying to get there. Maybe one of these days I will get there. I'm an old guy right now. I don't know how long more that I can continue to do this, hopefully with everybody's help and their backing and giving me that support. I might be able to do it for a lot longer. But I enjoy doing this, and this is something that I've been enjoying doing, and I like to help everybody and give you my advice and give you my opinions on everything and on these firearms that I do show you. And I hope everybody enjoys it. So anyway, I'd like to say thanks for those likes, subscribes, and comments again. If you can continue to do that, that would be wonderful. Peace out from the Gungeon. Till next time.